Welcome to Crypto News. Today is November 1st, 2026, and the top crypto news is as follows. Moving on to an important event for 2026, the entire crypto market is celebrating the 17th anniversary of Mr. Hal Finney's Bitcoin post. Mr. Hal Finney is the godfather of Bitcoin, as we say at Crypto News. He is the second most important personality after Satoshi Nakamoto behind Bitcoin, and he is also the first to receive the first Bitcoin exchange from Satoshi himself. He got 10 Bitcoins back then, which was nothing, but now it's like sending $900,000 to someone. So everyone is celebrating Mr. Hal Finney's message on Twitter on January 11th, 2009, saying that Bitcoin is running when Bitcoin wasn't quite the massive network it is now. It was an unstable network. Moving on to our typical news story, we're going to Florida, which wants to have its own Bitcoin reserve. Again, let me tell you that he has already made 2 unsuccessful attempts and is going for the 3rd attempt, and let me tell you that this time the specific reserve provides for the creation of the fund outside the state treasury, with the management being assigned to the financial director of the state. And beyond this new cryptocurrency, let me tell you that here, as you can see, there are many states in America whose reserves have been stuck here for months, and we don't know why. Moving on from Bitcoin, we go to Pam.fun and Memecoin, where Pam.fun tells us that creator fees may have distorted incentives. Specifically, Pump.fun co-founder Alon Cohen said the Solana-based Memecoin launchpad is overhauling its creator fee system after concluding that the existing model may have skewed incentives. As they say, this model succeeded in promoting activity, but failed to produce sustainable market behavior. So, in short, people are for some reason falling off the clouds that they actually managed to get a lot of users to make Memecoin with their tool, but for some reason they're falling off the clouds that a coin that has 0 utility for some reason didn't do well and eats rug pull in the first 5 minutes of being around. Let me tell you that the platform introduces creator fee sharing, allowing creators and CTOs to spread specific fee percentages across up to 10 wallets after launch. Teams will also be able to transfer cryptocurrency ownership and revoke update authorization. Let me tell you that everything I said will be in the description for you from the official source, which officially states that additional upgrades and improvements will come in 2026. Continuing with Memecoin, we will go to Sentiment, which tells us that there are 3 big narratives for 2026 that seem to be strong. Sentiment, which is a tool that calculates market sentiment around a coin or a narrative, tells us that for 2026, Memecoin has come in strong, as we've seen in previous episodes, along with real-world assets and ETFs. Let me tell you, as far as ETFs go, I don't see them coming in that strongly, but Memecoin and real-world asset are going to do very well in the market right now. Moving on from sentiment and the 3 bullish narratives for 2026, we're going to our favorite crypto market, Bitcoin, at $90,000. Price has obviously not recovered, and we are here in the channel. However, Vanek is very optimistic and says Bitcoin could be worth $2.9 million by 2050. The 2 main reasons for this are, first, if Bitcoin is used as a primary settlement asset in global trade, this could happen, and another case is that central banks will gradually have a small part of their assets in Bitcoin. Let me tell you at this point that both of these scenarios are already happening. We already know that Iran, for example, has used $2 billion in cryptocurrencies, mostly Bitcoin, to run its military operations, and in general, all countries that are not friendly to the US use cryptography to some extent to avoid international sanctions, as many countries report. As for the companies now, let me tell you that there are 251 entities that have already managed to get 17.8% of the Bitcoin supply. As for the banks that Vanek was talking about, we see all the time, especially that banks are accepting more and more cryptocurrencies, so receiving a small amount of Bitcoin is no longer far from reality. And we, with Vanek's predictions, end today's episode. That wraps up the top news for crypto today, May 11th, 2026. I'd like to remind you that the content you just watched is created for educational purposes only and should not be considered as investment advice, but rather as investment opinion. Please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and feel free to comment. Take care, everyone, and have a good day.